Jerome Buting and Dean Strang argued framing defense. Okay? Now it goes to Kathleen T. Zellner. Her defense for Stephen Avery is Denny suspect. Kathleen T. Zellner does not use Toyota color codes. Kathleen T. Zellner will read that there is a RAV4 taken in by Manawha County Sheriff's Department 3 November 2005 and just completely blow it away. It don't exist. Okay, even though it's written down on an official document. So we have a RAV4 dark green taken in on the 3rd, and then we have a blue RAV4 taken in on the 5th. 2 RAV4s. Nah. For some reason, Zellner won't even acknowledge it. Okay. Let's go with Teresa's DNA on the bullet found in the garage. Okay? The only thing found in that entire garage, and they luminoled it, they dug up the concrete, they did everything to it, and they found no other bullets with Teresa's DNA on it, and they found not one drop of blood. Now you're shot 10 times in the head in the garage, and there's not even a drop of blood. That means it didn't happen in the garage. What we have here is Kathleen T. Zellner acknowledges to the court that Teresa has been murdered. Okay. Somebody at the Wisconsin State Crime Lab put Teresa's DNA on that bullet. Framing. Proof. Somebody in the Wisconsin State Crime Lab put Stephen's blood on a RAV4 that is yet identified. Those pictures and the blood on RAV4 dash is on an unidentified RAV4. It's not identified in pictures. We don't even know which one it is. We don't know what it is. Who owned it? All these stickers on it that has the VIN everywhere you look, okay? And they're all blurred out so that we can't identify that vehicle. That's not even admissible in court. It's unidentified. It's just a RAV4. It's got all the same markings on it, got all the same decal, mud marks on it, the whole frickin' bit. Now, that's proof of framing again. Even though the saboteurs sabotaged it, they're putting evidence in there of framing. It says try to put Teresa Halbach and Stephen's trailer or in the garage. They found a bullet. So she put him in the garage, not thinking that there's 9 other bullets out there, not knowing that, and and there's no blood to be found, there's no nothing. But yet they're convicted. You see? So using color codes proves 2 things. One, that the framing of Stephen Avery is being sabotaged because they're trading out RAV4s, they're changing parts and switching parts on RAV4s, they're pulling out door handles and they're putting in door handles. All this monkey work is being done to sabotage the framing of Stephen Avery, and then we have the lab technician framing Stephen Avery. They're trying to salvage and frame Stephen Avery, of which Kathleen T. Zellner is framing Stephen Avery. Yeah. So if the cops fucked up framing Stephen Avery because of the fact that somebody else, the Manawha County Sheriff's Department, sabotaged, Calumet County Sheriff's Department came in and just basically had nothing to do with it. And then Kratz comes along, fallen and gone, and they're pounding a conviction out of this dead horse. Okay? So, Kathleen T. Zellner, but guess what? I got a revelation. Yeah, use color codes. Or Stephen Avery told me to use color codes. Or he's going to fire my ass. So she uses color codes, and a whole different fucking story comes out. And now, Zellner proved framing. Why does Teresa have to be dead? Why? Zellner's got in the head that Teresa's dead. Fucking smack that bitch. Oh, and then, well, there's no second RAV4 or third parts RAV4. No, can't have that. She is defying the physical evidence presented in front of her. She won't do it. She's going to go for this Denny shit. Hey, Zellner, yeah, guess what? There's no Denny. You're lying to the courts. You know you're lying to the courts. You know you're screwing Stephen Avery over. You know he's never going to get out of fucking prison with you at the helm. Why? Because you fucked up for 10 fucking years and then Netflix came out and then exposed you as being the fuck up that you are. And now you can't admit it. Kratz said it. He said, Mark Twain said it's easier to fool people than it is to convince people that they've been fooled. Even to the point, Kathleen T. Zellner was fooled, and now that she knows the truth, is not going to change course. You see, it was easier to fool Kathleen T. Zellner than it is ever to tell Kathleen T. Zellner that she was wrong. And she'd been fooled. She won't believe it. Won't believe it. And of course, Stephen Avery's got to pay for it. And Brendan Dassey, see. So, if Stephen wants to get out of prison, he orders Zellner to go back through all her shit and use color codes. It's that simple. Allred's going to use color codes right off the bat. She's already got it solved. Okay? We're just sitting here with Zellner waiting to pull her head out of her ass. But how fucking hard is it to apply color codes to this case? Huh? Really? I've got to sit here for years telling you people about color codes, and all these people won't use color codes. I haven't heard anybody else say color codes. You see? So all the YouTubers, all the Redditors, everywhere, millions of people, and yet here I sit with the truth that color codes have revealed. And what do I get? 20 views? 45 views? Less than 100 views? Fuck you, Rick. I don't want you telling me that I've been fooled. So therefore, you're a kook, you're some wingnut, you're drunk, you're on drugs, all that shit, because those people have a mind that says, you know what, I can't believe that I've been fooled. And therefore, the truth is hated. They love to lie. Oh, lie more, we love it. Bring it on, okay? Thousands of views, hundreds of thousands of views, millions of views. Everybody just loves to lie. But the truth, on the other hand, not so much. Okay? And that's the psychology of human beings, which suck. Okay? Suck. Shelley Cohane has proven herself to be a perjurer and a, part of the framing of Stephen Avery. Okay, she tampered with evidence. She manufactured evidence. She testified, perjured herself. It's all right there. It's all provable. But yet, Kathleen T. Zellner will not get Shelley Cohane for perjury and tampering with evidence and manufacturing evidence. It's got to be a Denny. Okay. Then as we go through who's culpable, so how can those bones be Teresa's when Teresa's carrying photographs? What was the weather in Exhibit 29 through 34? Anybody know? It was bright, sunshiny day, nice and beautiful. What was the weather when they took photographs of the RAV4 760 Mississippi Omega on this 4th, 5th? Well, it was overcast. It was kind of nasty. They had rain coming in. So the weather in the pictures that Pam and Nicole supposedly took were taken days earlier before the 31st, bright, sunny, not a cloud in the fucking sky. And then at the same time on the 5th, it was overcast sky. Well, guess what? They had to wait until it got dark to take pictures of it so you wouldn't compare that with the overcast sky. See? Yeah. Weather coming in. Yeah, you do a weather analysis of the photographs. Why they wait? Why? If they found it in the morning, everybody's standing around all day long. For what? And another thing, the first thing they did is they throw a tarp over it, so when the airplanes and helicopters and stuff like that could fly over it, they wouldn't see it. Okay? Because they covered it up, because they didn't want it to get wet, because there might be evidence on it. Of course, then they pull it off, and there's rain all over the fucking place. They didn't care after it got dark. Why? Because of the weather. The weather would give it at 2 different fucking times and bust them. Why didn't they just have a tow truck come in and get it and haul it off? Like right away. Fucking put it on flatbed, put a tarp over it, it'd be fine. No, they gotta wait until it gets dark. Why? Because when you see the clouds and shit in the sky, it's overcast and now it's starting to rain. 2 different weathers. 2 different RAV4s. 2 different days. You got him. You got him dead to rights trying to frame Stephen Avery. But Zellner is not off of the framing of Stephen Avery because she's there to save the cops. And fuck Stephen Avery. That's what she's there for. She's being paid off by the family. She's being paid off by the government. Not to reveal culprits and expose culprits trying to frame Stephen Avery. Okay? So, and then she gets all the donations and stuff coming in. Stephen Avery, she has no incentive to get Stephen Avery out of prison. She's got every incentive to keep him in. Why? Because she's getting paid. Her firm's getting paid. Plus, she fucked up for 10 years, then find out, oh shit, I fucked up, that Stephen Avery can sue her ass. So there's that. She's compromised. She has no business representing Stephen Avery. She's compromised. She's working against his interest. She's working for her interest, and that is being disloyal to your client. She's a bitch, and she's corrupt, and that's all there is to it. Now, do you work for Kathleen T. Zellner? Are you this fucking stupid? Okay? Are you so stupid that you're not going to use Tyler codes? So here's for the staff of Zellner. You're working for a deranged bitch. Okay? And she goes down, you're going down with her. Now, I put out enough information out here that you can conclude that there was a attempted framing, there was a sabotage, and then there was a forced framing gone through, and voila, if you work for Kathleen T. Zellner, you're going to go down with the ship just like she's going down. Now then, you might want to just mutiny. Because you get caught in this, you'll never work in law again. They will yank your license. You will be barred from practice because you are in cahoots with Zellner, which is framing Stephen Avery. So Dean and Jerome and Buting and Dean Strain was framing defense. We've got enough information on Kathleen T. Zellner that she's framing Stephen Avery. Okay? She's a part of it. She's in the club. And the club is running every fucking thing. Now, Gloria Allred has a woman out here that's been kidnapped that she needs to find. In order to find her, we need to get her undead. Okay? And in order to get her undead and going looking for her again, she has to spring Brendan Dassey. Okay? And subsequently, that ends up springing Stephen Avery as a sidekick. Okay? But she's got a 16-year-old mentally challenged individual that obviously the cops railroaded his ass, and she's got a missing photographer, female. Okay? Those are two things she has. Stephen Avery, she's not there for you. Okay? She's there because the law says that she has to be true to the law. And if she becomes aware of another attorney that needs to be disbarred and probably imprisoned, then if she wants to keep her license, she can't keep mum about it. Now, I've been using Gloria Allred's brand name without her permission, but she's got my phone number. She can call me up anytime and say cease and desist. She hasn't. I haven't heard a word from her. Dean String at least contacted me, but Gloria Allred, not a peep. And she is subscribed to my channel. She's watching me right now. She has no problem with me using her name in association with Making a Murderer, Stephen Avery, Brendan Dassey, and all of them up and down the line. None. She's watched every video I put out so far. She's watched the videos that I've been putting out lately, and she's been going back in history and watching my videos from history. See? And how long have I been at this? Yep. So, I figured this out because I use color codes, and it tells a whole different fucking story. Entirely different story. I tell you what, why don't we get together, since Steven isn't going to do it? Even Steven thinks that Teresa's dead. I told Steven, yeah, Teresa ain't dead. Bullshit. Haven't heard from him since. Hasn't called me anymore. Because Rick's crazy. Well, that's what they tell him. Okay? And his friends around him tell him, oh yeah. So he's kind of isolated. He's got email and shit. He won't give me his email. I can send him fucking shit. Stephen Avery has an entire packet this big with all the photographs that show gray interior, tan interior. The interior shots are different. It's a different RAB. the interior shots. Tan, gray. You got tan interior, you got gray interior. You know, I mean, everywhere you look on these vehicles, they're contrasting each other. Guy Dutcher, yeah, the judge, he looks through this. Obviously, these are two different vehicles, but Dutcher's involved with keeping Stephen Avery in prison. Yeah, you can hand it to the judge and say, there's two RAV4s, and he'll say, man, so what? See, they're not going to give themselves up. Zellner has to live. Stephen Avery and Brenda Dassey, she gets him out of prison. She's still got to live with the cops and the people and all those in the club. Big fucking deal. But Gloria Allred, on the other hand, starts in with, we got color codes. She solves the fucking case. There it is. Have a nice day. It should take her a week. Okay? That Zellner can't accomplish in fucking 20 years. Or whatever. Okay? Gloria Allred, I want you to get Brendan Dassey out of prison, and I want you to go find Teresa Marie Halbach. Stephen Avery, well, he's got his past with women. That doesn't matter. What matters is that it's between you and the bar.